Hey there, Pisces. How are you this evening? My name is Sherilyn, and I'm here to do your weekly tarot reading. This one is going to be for June 30th, which should be Monday through Thursday. I believe that's July 3rd. I'll be back on Wednesday with bonus readings to get you through the weekend. So we're just going to pull cards and see what Spirit wants to bring up. This one's going to be for my Pisces, okay? So for Pisces, Pisces, Pisces. All right. Here we go, from the top. Let's see what we get. Okay, we're starting this out with the High Priestess. Okay, followed by the Queen of Wands. And then I've got the Moon. All right, Pisces, there you go. That's your recent past or your backstory. Currently, I have you with the King of Pentacles, the Seven of Swords, and the Nine of Swords. Here in the near future, we're looking at the Empress, the Devil, and the Two of Swords. Alrighty, bottom of the deck for this reading is the Ten of Cups. So the undercurrent to this entire reading has to do with you being on the hunt or whatever, for your emotional fulfillment. That is what you're after here. Okay, so that's the undercurrent here. The card at the center of your read is actually the Seven of Swords. Now, every card in tarot has a variety of different meanings, but I am taking this one to be a lack of trust in somebody or something. And it feels as though this lack of trust has come, it's deserved, right? So, I mean, somebody has betrayed your trust in the past, and so this is why you don't trust them now, or something has betrayed your trust, and that's why you don't trust it now. But let's start this out and see where these two fit in, okay? Okay, let's start with the recent past, where we have the High Priestess, the Queen of Wands, and the Moon. Okay, I believe you're presenting here as the Empress. I believe that's what you are in this reading. Male or female makes no difference. It's just an energy, but the energy you're in is feminine right now. In the recent past, it feels as though you dealt with a Queen of Wands, but I don't think that was you. This Queen of Wands, so could be a fire sign, definitely doesn't have to be, but it's somebody who exudes a sense of sex appeal, somebody who is definitely somebody who gets what they want. They see what they want, they go get it, okay? Period. They don't really care what other people think necessarily. They are out to achieve or attain whatever it is that their heart desires. That's how this works, okay? So I feel like you dealt with a Queen of Wands here in the recent past. I feel they came with a ton of secrets. With the High Priestess here, there were a lot of secrets attached to this person. They lived their life with a lot of secrets. With the Moon card, there were things here that you did not see clearly from the gate. Just situations or different red flags that came up and you just looked past them, didn't see them, tried to ignore them. However you want to look at it, you weren't seeing things necessarily clearly, okay? And you were definitely still on the hunt for this emotional fulfillment, which you felt you could find within this person, place, or thing, okay? There's that. So this was your past. We couldn't change it if we wanted to. It's already happened. But however this played out is affecting the rest of this reading. Okay, so there was a lot of deception and secrecy involved in your recent past with this person. Okay, now we're over here to the current. So currently I have you. So here we have King of Pentacles. So when you dealt with this Queen of Wands, I suppose this means that you were in the King of Pentacles. So you were in some sort of boss energy here. Overall, I still feel you're presenting as the Empress. But at any rate, here I feel like in this line right here, which is current, you're in some sort of boss energy, okay? You are very stressed out. And you're having a very hard time trusting people around you. Hold on. Now I'm reevaluating this. So male or female, I guess you're coming through as the King of Pentacles. So the Queen of Wands and the Empress are two separate people. The Queen of Wands is who you dealt with in the recent past. That's where we get that situation, okay? That was buried in some sort of secrecy and you weren't seeing things clearly, okay? That's the past. Currently, I have you now King of Pentacles, okay? So you're presenting as the King of Pentacles. You're in boss energy. Got it. Rather rigid in your thinking, definitely you can get into a my way or the highway sort of a persona at times. The issue you're having right now is you have no trust, period. You don't trust people that are coming into your life or people that are in your life currently, and it's stressing you out. I almost feel like there's a lack of trust from both sides, meaning I don't think you have the ability to trust people right now, nor do I think other people that you are coming in contact with seem to not trust you as well. That's an odd place to be in, but that's what I've got. However, you're still on the hunt for this Ten of Cups. Okay. Now we're going towards the near future. So in the near future, it looks like you come in contact with an Empress. Okay, that's good, right? But it's not. Somehow this Empress is attached to the Devil. Which makes me feel the Devil coming up would be usually an addiction or an obsession. And for most of you, I feel as though this Empress that is coming towards you has an obsession. The obsession being you, or what she thinks you can offer her, or what they think you can offer them, because it doesn't have to be male and female. I mean, you're presenting in masculine, I guess. That's what I've decided now. And this person is presenting in their feminine, but they could be vice versa or both the same sex. It doesn't make any difference. It's an energy, okay? But this is a feminine energy coming towards you, and it is definitely attached to the Devil. So it feels as though there is an obsession here with you, but more so with what you have to offer, possibly. And you're definitely not feeling like you can trust it. Leaving you with the Two of Swords, so you're trying to decide what to do, right? Okay, so now I have the Ten of Cups. That's you. Behind that, I have the Six of Cups and then the Three of Pentacles. I don't feel like you're over whatever you went through in the past, and yet I feel like you've gotten yourself tied up into something in the future. But see, because you weren't healed, you have managed to attract something that is as broken as you. In some respects, more broken than you with the obsession. So now you've got, you kind of compounded your problem, right? That's what it feels like. Uh-oh, I got to do days of the week in a second. Let's see what else we got right here. Okay, so we got the Knight of Pentacles, the Four of Cups, and the Nine of Pentacles. What you absolutely know right this second is that there's a huge sense of disappointment and dissatisfaction. And I don't have to be all that tied into this situation right here to understand what's happening. You haven't healed from this, and yet you've got yourself involved in something over here. Basically, you've tried to replace what you had up here with what you have down here. That's not fair. This person isn't that person, you know what I'm saying? So they aren't going to measure up the same. It's a different person. And you're not looking at the new person in their own light. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to put them against the other. With the Knight of Pentacles, what you need to do is just pump the brakes on all of it for a second, because you are getting yourself, you're compounding the problems you have right now, it looks like. With the Nine of Pentacles here, you need a sense of independence, which I believe for a minute you were looking for, and then somehow you got tumbled up in here. Okay, let's see. Days of the week. Sorry, Monday, what do I have? I have the Eight of Cups and the Hierophant. Yeah, this person they're pushing for a higher level of commitment. I believe you're walking away, because I think you have just come to the realization that you're not in a position to do that. There's too much healing here that needs to take place. Tuesday, we have the Page of Cups and the Strength card, and you will have to be very strong, because this person does have an obsession. So they have an unrealistic expectation out of the situation. Wednesday, I have you feeling wounded with the Nine of Wands and the Three of Cups. You're feeling scattered, like there's just too many things pulling on your energy. And none of it feels satisfying, so that is where the problem comes in. Thursday, I have the Five of Pentacles and the Three of Swords. Yeah, I feel like this is going to be somewhat heartbreaking, not because of sincere, deep emotion, but because a part of it's guilt. This person is going to try to guilt you into staying. Five of Pentacles, they feel like you're throwing them out or something. I don't know. Thursday looks a little tough. There you go. Just heartbreak and abandonment or something. You need to heal whatever is broken first, and then find a situation for yourself, okay? I don't think you went looking for this one. I think it found you, but I think you have to be a little more mindful of which direction you're headed in, so you don't get yourself into more problems than, so you don't have more things to deal with than you already had, maybe. All right, anyways, that's what I've got for this week. No matter what the cards say, make it the best week you possibly can. That's all you can really do. Thanks. See you soon.